time to embrace that. This the new wave hop on off,
Feeling so crazy when I think about them honeys. Looking good, digga gorgeous, my Arakani. Head over heels when I think about the bodies. Ooh, and pick up, she bobbing on the phone.
Yes sir, baby. The album dropped, the most anticipated. Are we happy? Are we happy, ladies and gentlemen? If you don't know what I'm talking about, welcome to another edition of the State of the Hip Hop Address with your host with the most honorable Leto GV. Yes sir, baby. I mean, Nasty C did his thing. I love it here, dropped, and we love it here, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give you like a full blown review of the album, you know what I'm saying? Just in case you haven't listened to it, or just in case you just didn't want to listen to it, you didn't listen to it in depth. Yeah, man, I got you covered. You know what I'm saying? Let's get on into it. Yeah, man. Let's start with I just jumbled them and I just picked out the songs in random. You know what I'm saying? Just placing in no particular order and just reviewing them like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean the one that I started with is the one that is banging the most. Now I just picked the songs in random. So let's just get on with it. Yeah, man. We've got Dear Oliver, which is like a sentimental piece, introspectionally, talking his Nasty C talking to his son, Oliver, who was born a couple months ago. Best kept secret. We only knew about it a few weeks ago. Yeah, man, he's talking to his son. The song is mature. It's relatable to the new fathers. You know what I'm saying? New daddies out there. Super emotional. My favorite line there is, "I used to wanna die early, but now I wanna touch 80." You know what I'm saying? This is the effect of daddyhood. You know what I'm saying? If you're a new daddy, you know that you're not living for yourself now. You're living for somebody else, your kid. You know what I mean? So shout out Nasty. The next song is Pops. Shout out to his daddy. He dedicated this thing to his daddy. Super introspectional. Is that late night drive type of joint, you know? It grows on you with time. It definitely a Father's Day song. A song for single parents. You know, you've been doing a great thing. Great job. Shout out to Nasty for that one. I love it. My favorite line there was, "You taught me how to walk, but for you I'll stand. I worked so hard and so long to hear you. I worked so hard and so long to hear you say you are proud of me, and you meant it." So yeah, man, shout out. You know how hard that shit hits when your daddy pulls up and says, "My nigga, I'm proud of you." You know. So yeah, man, shout out to his daddy. Shout out to Nasty. The next song is "Kill the Noise." I would have loved Rolling on the hook, but nevertheless, Annika did her thing. She held her own. She killed it. It gives that SMA feel, you know. McLaren came through. Hey, a moment of silence for McLaren. Hey, you killed that shit. He was too smooth, smoother than cheese cup and Vaseline, man. Nasty C Slade there, did his thing. McLaren came there, did his thing, man. Like, he showed us a side of McLaren that is softer than a crocodile belly, man. I mean, it was too clean. Shout out to Nasty for unleashing that. And that singing shit, who could have thought of McLaren singing, man? It came through. My favorite line there was, "What you believe is what you allow. Faith is the power. What you believe is what you receive." Come on now. Yeah, man. Temptation. Yeah, that high pitched Miko Jaden Smith top flow. It went in. Nasty C killed that. It's a good turn-up song. The next Iverson talk gonna be gas. You know what I'm saying? Manana is a gem. He's rare. You know, you gotta protect that nigga at all costs. He goes crazy. He did his thing. You know. He gives off that Vori. If y'all know Vori, yeah, he gives off that Vori aura. You know, like he's nice. That nigga that handled the hook on DJ Khaled's, God did, yeah. He did his thing. Shout out. My favorite line there was, "Never took the Bible anyway. It's always in the house." You know. Yeah. The next joint is "See Me Now." Seminole goes crazy. It gives off that Niger meets OVO, that song from Toronto, that African flavor meets the Caribbean spice, that Sunday is a song for your lazy days, that Sunday after church, that drive home, that after lecture drive, while you hit the speakers, that after 5 traffic jam song. Yeah, man, Manana did his thing again on this one. Shout out to him. I first heard him on the Kenan, aka his album, Sponono, that song. And yeah, man, Kenan don't work with nobody like Lester. So yeah, man, shout out, shout out, shout out. It really went in. My favorite line was, held my cross tight when I was by the crossroads. Every weapon formed against me, I dodged doors. Took some L's to the chin, my jaw broke. Let's go. RIP is the next song. A certified hit, it's too short. I wanted it to be longer, but it hits hard, like it's an actually a tribute emotional song to the loved lost ones, but it still goes hard, and no wonder why he performed it a couple times. It goes in. Yeah, man, the line there, except the starstruck line that is repeating on a regular. Normal and crazy, those ones are crazy certified hits. There's no debating there. That's why they were lead singles, because he knew that he got one with those. So shout out Nasty. Sunset Box. Yeah, man, it's a lovers anthem, you know what I'm saying? Teleman was handling that whole crazy, so nice. My favorite line there, love you more than my mama's food, more than after school, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was doing his thing. He was on that lover boy, certified lover boy bag. Shout out Nasty. He went in. Proud Spy in Peace. I hated that song at first. I felt like it was just some glorified piece of BS, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to hide behind that Griselda dude to push numbers and shit. But the more I listen to the joint, the more it grows on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, Benny the Butcher came through. He did his thing. Like, he really did this thing. Like, usually when our boys feature the international artists, they just drop like these lackluster verses. Like, they don't really care. They just do it just for, that you ask me, and for the bands. Like, you can tell that this guy was in it for the money. There's no connection to the music whatsoever. But Benny the Butcher was talking, like, he was sticking to the subject of matter. He was sticking to the subject, like, to the topic, and he was saying his thing. Like, you can tell that Prosper in Peace was the thing for him. He was saying his thing. My favorite line is, I make my haters need therapy sessions. I make my haters need therapy sessions. Look at the mirror confessing. That's Benny the Butcher. Shout out Broken Marriages. Yeah, man, dope introspection. Super vulnerable from Nasty. My favorite line is like, I don't got a clue what these hands can do. I raise hell when I'm mad at me. Imagine when I'm mad at you. Shit. Come on, man. Fact that is another joint. Yeah, man, we missed this rap Nasty C, and he gave him to us, and he did his thing. I love it so much. Shout out Nasty. He went in and did his thing. My favorite line there is, give me my flowers while you can. Fuck that. Don't wait till they put me in the sand. And that has been the mistake of many fans, trying to give people flowers when they gone. They did it to Kenan, they did it to Ricky, Double HP, Pro. Man, I can name a few, Release Me is my favorite joint on the album. He's embracing changes that have come with life, fatherhood, mid-20s. He's a breadwinner. That's he letting his friends know going dumb outside is a chapter closing. He's a father now, I got a couple favorite lines where he says, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, season 8 final episode, what finish itself, release me. I'm trying to get on my grown man shit, so thinking grow rich doesn't look good on itself. Release me. Oh shit, man, come on. You can't not like Nasty at this point. And my other favorite line is, I'm trying to leave this microphone while I made the best album yet. Release me. I'm trying to make a business out of my name. I got bills up to my neck. Release me. Endless is a radio single. You can feel like the Afrobeat feel to it. It's definitely a radio single. It gonna pop out there. It can work in formal settings too, weddings, company functions. It's a joint for that, and it was strategic the way they put it together because they created for the radio. You gotta hear something for the radio in the album. So shout out Nasty. Yeah, man. My favorite line is, "To live is to love. To love is to live. Love is the bridge. If you wanna come this side." Shout out Nasty. She's Gone and the end. That's another joint. I love the opening. It's super emotional. It's chilling to the spine, man. It really goes in. I love it. My favorite line is, "Why the living room so crowded at dawn? Why is everybody trying to calm me as I wait for your call?" It talks about the mama, his mama incident and everything, losing his mama at such a tender age, just a couple days before his birthday. So yeah, man, it's one of those. Yeah, man, and we got a couple fillers, just one of those joints that we just put in this album just for the sake of whatever. I Love You, I feel like it was just a gap filler. Know Yourself, gap filler. This Time, gap filler. Yeah, man, it's one of those. But shout out Nasty. Overall, heavy sampling happened on this album. Heavy Kanye influence. The soul samples. Yeah, man, you love to see. That's why Audiomack went on and said, "Dear Kanye would be so proud of Nasty." Because like the sampling, you can tell that it's a Kanye thing to do, and he did it so many times on this album. It makes the record sound mature and grown. This album definitely will mature well with time. Trust me on that one. Yeah, man. I thought Blackout would be a good joint to be part of this album. I feel like he wasted a super fire joint by just releasing them as just singles. He could have given this album a much needed spark. But yeah, man, it is what it is. I miss Rolling. I think we needed much more like of that combo, that duo. They used to go crazy together. But yeah, man, that ship is sailed. A couple features too, man. I think Nasty was too stingy with the features here. You could have given Flame and Nord, Zucci, Tattoo Soul, Tyson, Blackie, Shekinah. For those still waiting on that strings and bling, Nasty, yo, man, that ship is sailed, guys. It's time to embrace that. This the new wave. Hop on it or just fuck off, if you don't wanna. Yeah, man. So I'ma give this album a 7, but I'm sure after a couple listens, or a couple months to grow on me, and it's gonna be one of those, classic albums. Classic timeless album. So shout out to Nasty and shout out to the Iversons. Make sure to run the numbers up, keep on viewing that shit, keep on doing your thing, streaming, doing your thing. Yeah, man, if you made it this far, shout out to you. Leave your comment in the comment section, your favorite joint in the comment section. Yeah, man, shout out to everybody who've been liking. My name is Letu Chivi, and we're at the end of the video. Make sure to do the right thing, hit the subscribe, hit that like, hit that notification bell, and every time I drop, come on, this shit was too long now. Put some hands after this. Chibi, cheese.